Recently, while I was on my way to Indonesia to film giant bats and Komodo dragons and things of that nature, I had a stopover in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. There, I posted a photo to my Instagram page and I tagged the Kuala Lumpur airport. And then, a strange thing happened. A young lady by the name of Jami posted a comment reading, "What are you doing in my neck of the woods?" Well, I was shocked because I had done a lot of research on Malaysia and I couldn't find anything Gothic there, couldn't find a goth scene, and I sure as heck didn't think there was anybody there who had ever heard of my work. So I went to her Instagram page and there I discovered that she lived in a proper Gothic lair. I asked Miss Lostine if she could give me a tour of her place, and that night she and her boyfriend Shaz took me to an amazing fairy-themed restaurant called Iron Fairies. And afterwards, Ms. Lostine gave me a tour of her Gothic lair, which she calls the Rabbit Hole. Take a look.
No visitors.
Can I come in?
Upon entering her lair, I was surprised to see that the walls were white. Her Gothic boots were displayed in a very novel way, held up by white hands, a motif that's echoed in the staircase that I'll show you later. I'd describe her space as a luxurious apartment overlooking the city with a sleek black and white color scheme. Upstairs there's a loft with many details in black and white. There's a vanity and a desk. And as she happens to be a very talented musician, she has a piano and some guitars. She also collects Japanese ball-jointed dolls that overlook a gorgeous Gothic bed, in which, if this book is to be believed, she doesn't get enough sleep. Back downstairs, there's lots of faux taxidermy, with even the most realistic pieces being artificial. The furniture is all black and velvety and regal. I moved this butt-munching mask out of the way before sitting on this Gothic throne for a lovely chat with Jami about her fascination with, well, bunnies, and more bunnies. So I noticed there's sort of a rabbit theme going on. What's that about?
Yeah, because I named my home the Rabbit Hole. And sorry to disappoint. There's no like deep meaning. They're just my favorite animal. That's all.
There's
That's all there is.
nothing disappointing about it. No, it's okay to have a favorite animal. So especially, but I'll tell you, the interesting thing is rabbits are not usually thought of as macabre.
No.
But you have.
But that's what makes it so great. When you take something really cute and fluffy and sweet and innocent, then you put this other twist to it, and then it comes out looking lovely.
That's true. Take something cute, make it spooky. Interesting
Beautiful.
twist, yeah. And so we have this guy. Who's this?
This is Wallace. And he's got his sibling upstairs, Willow.
Apparently she had a name for just about everything in the rabbit hole.
You name everything.
Almost everything. That's Cypher. That's Eagle. And that's Ira.
Ira's a nice old Jewish guitar. I named nothing. Nothing in my apartment has a name. Except for Orville Dedenbacher. Like any proper goth, despite the fact that you say you're not goth, like any proper goth, you have quite a selection of goth boots.
Ah.
And this is
I do.
very novel way to display them, yeah?
Yes. I kind of have this thing where I don't really like when anything is done in more conventional ways. I'm always looking for, okay, instead of having a shoe rack, well, how else am I going to display my boots? Let's put them up on the wall with ends coming out.
It's a great idea, and it's
Someone actually passed by and asked if this was a store and I was selling them.
Oh my God, that's so funny. That's so funny. Well, that's a testament to how good the display looks. Your stairwell
Yes.
is full of hands reaching out.
Yes, it's a very handsy business.
Is it a Jean Cocteau reference, Beauty and the Beast?
No, I'm not that cool.
No?
No, I just wanted something interesting on that stairwell. So, I thought let's do something that'll make people disturbed / uncomfortable.
Uncomfortable?
/
I'm not gonna lie, I was uncomfortable. Not emotionally uncomfortable, like I like the aesthetic of it, but like walking up and down the stairs, all I could think to myself was, oh my God, I really hope I don't knock one of these
That's
off the
because
wall.
I was trailing behind you, telling you not to knock.
Well, that's also true. That's also true. What an amazing apartment you had.
Thank
All
you.
of
I'm
this-
very proud of it.
beautiful Gothic aesthetic. And you kindly invited me to come take a look. So thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
What a lovely place the rabbit hole is, and what a lovely individual Ms. Lostine is. Thank you so much for inviting us into your home and showing us your Gothic lair. Now, on a near weekly basis, I get emails from people saying, my landlord won't let me paint my walls, my apartment's white, it's impossible to make it Gothic. So I hope this serves as a great example of how you can create a really sleek and beautiful Gothic lair with white walls. Now, from the very beginning of the Gothic Homemaking show, as I have worked on the Lair of Voltaire, people have said to me, what are you going to do when the place is finished? Are you going to go out and look at other people's lairs? And I just never thought I'd ever get to that point. But here we are. This was the maiden voyage. This is the very first time I've ever gone to visit someone else's home. And it won't be the last. If you have a spectacular Gothic abode and you'd like to share it with us, let me know in the comments below. And if I'm on tour and I'm in your town, maybe I'll come see you next. Thank you so much for watching Gothic Homemaking.